Yeah. So what I was saying, um, yeah, pretty much, you know, a woman's body goes through so many changes and different things when they're pregnant or or even conceiving or just pre-birth, during that thing, during when you're carrying a child, and even after, and there's more to it than just that. I'm just making it quick to be like that, but I'm like, please love your moms, love your daughters, love your aunts, love all the females in the world. Treat them well, treat them good. Don't use them as some kind of prop or some kind of toy, someone just like a pleasure thing, like stuff you see, like all you see about is trafficking and stuff, and abducting children. Don't come try to adopt my kids. You might not get off the lawn. I'll crush you, okay? But just letting you know, don't ever dare, okay? At the same time, if I see you trying to mess with some other person's child or some other person's, daughters, you know, give me a rumble. Okay, but just let me tell you the same thing, guys. I tell you, I defend the ladies and the females. I take nothing against them like that. I say God gave them as gifts, and they're special to us, and we're supposed to be, who we're supposed to be to help them. God made male and female to exist together and to help each other, to be helpers to each other, to be a brother and sister's keeper. So don't be thinking you're gonna go there and try to harm them. But at the same time, you may not have to harm them physically, but what about words and treatment, neglect, or, you know, some people they're very conscious of their weight, or they're very conscious of their image and stuff. If you want to check and see, I can see how this is. Try walking next to a mirror. Try walking next to a mirror. Both of you guys walk down the road and walk next to a nice reflective glass or window or something and watch. Or watch two ladies walking by each other, walking, say parallel with one facing in opposite directions. And look at the quick scan, quick assessment. Guys do it too. We try to be sly, like, oh, gotta tie my legs. Oh, I'm looking behind. Hey girl, how you doing? You know, always some action. Now there's a blue jay attacking a crow. It's like, oh, this is the time of the year. Almost every day I see a crow and a blue jay fighting, plus with the bees attacking me. I got to get to the point, that's why. But yeah, take care of the ladies around you in terms of that, They have a space, they have a stuff. Take care of them, let them enjoy themselves, give them exercise and stuff, all they do, and encourage them, encourage your daughters especially, They have a lot of things they're battling against. And women, you guys go through a lot. I mean, just in preparation for just every single day and for work, and and self-care and all this stuff, and you got to care for your family and the kids, and and I remember my mom and them growing up, and I kept saying they do so much. You hear them in the back, listen to them. The blue jays fighting now. Oh, two blue jays fighting too. Oh, never a dull moment here. Thank you, mom. Yeah, and then it's like you think to yourself, it's like wow, you look how much they have to go through, and then they still have to maintain themselves and still try to be themselves, and then we just saying, so I'm like, this is a little thing. Thank you, mom. Thank you, moms. Thank you, aunties. Thank you, cousins. Thank you, friends. All the females in our lives who've been so helpful and encouraging and kind and helped us. Many people play different motherly roles. I just say God bless you guys, because we couldn't be where we are without you. Couldn't, every now and then I would hear a song on the radio or some other stuff. Thank you, mama. And I would say, is it something everyone has to do? Thank you, mama, every now and then, every song. I heard it in rap and stuff. Remember Tupac, he sings mama, dear mama, and other people, they all sing a mama song. Is there a reason why we sing mama songs? Because it doesn't come out all the time on Mother's Day. Thank you, mama. But it's true. And thank you, dada, too. But let me let you know my little background. Now, my father, I call him MIA. I look almost exactly like him. Not a good hombre, not a good gentleman. Treated my mom very badly. A lot of domestic violence. Stuff I've heard and seen. And if he heard this, good. Because he needs to give account to it. When I asked him, why you do such a thing? Why you treated your wife this way? Were you trying to kill her or something? Why you treated your mom this way? Okay, I heard he was mean to his mom too. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of generational issues that happen. So, when you see us, it's like a package of all kind of stuff. So when you see this thing now, it's like, you think you see something next to you, but you don't know the deeper things in the back, But let me tell you a little bit. Yeah, came from a domestic violent background. Mom and dad got separated, divorced a while ago. Thankfully so. That was one actually you justified. God, get out of it. Not because of her, but because of him. Cheating, bad guy. He used to hit her, kick her, push her down the stairs, beat her up many times. I heard he beat her unconscious with a wood one time and knocked her out. And grandparents and families try to warn her, don't do that. Don't do that. Not to go. Don't link up with him. Don't get into into these type of relationships. That's what I'm telling you guys. It's a cycle. If you don't break it, you're bound to repeat it. Don't get in this relationship. And he was a cop back in the island of Grenada, but he has a bad history and bad temper and bad legacy. And he's like, he still always have this little jar under the table with some kind of amulet and stuff like he's to some bull. So he was a lot of pagan worshiping going on in there. That's maybe why I explain why these behaviors such like that. Because he wasn't worshiping the God I serve. God has said to love your neighbor and just love you, treat yourself, treat your wife or your females as you treat your own body. Love them and cherish them. That's how God does with us. But he was bad. So a lot of domestic violence for years and years with them. And then he didn't treat us any better. He used to, try to beat us a lot and, harshly. And I think he stepped on my head one time when I was playing my Bigfoot toy. A lot of bad things. So maybe this is a thing. And they say, oh, you couldn't tell what happened. I'm telling it because you know what it is? People keep things wrapped up too many times. Everybody getting some money issues talking about domestic violence. Oh, it's okay. Keep it on the wrap. Don't tell what's happening in the family. No, you better spill it because otherwise, you might get beaten to death one day. And then me and us, what happened? He had a witness order protection against them until they found your body somewhere. How long are we going to come with this stuff? Remember I asked in the other video how long halted between two opinions? Yeah. Your opinion is to get out of the situation. Get out of the bad thing, and the other one is to make a change from it. But if you don't make a change, nothing happens. And if you keep repeating the same thing over and over, you're bound to get the same result. And it may not end well when it finally does end, So I say in the meantime, just do the right thing and just stay focused, But if you're in a domestic violence relationship, get out of it. Oi, oi. You just want to get out of it. Have a good one. Yeah, if it's a bad one, get out of it and stuff, so not to get involved in it. As the neighbors walking by, I tell you, people are very friendly over here in Florida, and of all races and nationalities, God bless them. I really enjoyed it. Our neighbors are great. The family, the kids, everybody's very helpful. The kids will be kids riding up and down the place with them mopeds and their MPVs and stuff. At least they're staying active and not going in there and carjacking somebody, doing something bad and robbing something. But even then, I would say, don't write off children. Oh, this is love. This is. I can't make this in this one video. Don't write off children either. I'm gonna tell you, I got some stuff to tell you. I don't think these videos can keep up with what I'm gonna say because I'm like, you gotta limit it. But it's something that I think you're gonna relate to in one way or another. I grew up in the Caribbean. Didn't have much. Was not rich. Pretty much I call us poor, poor and poor. No cars, no vehicles, just wood. A lot of wood and rocks. And we're just pretty much making things happen, just doing what we have to do, yard work and housework. And I got my spankings, I got my beatings too, from family and stuff, We used to play all games and just fall from trees and fall around and stuff. And all those things, who do I thank for that? And despite coming from a domestically violent, bad background of my dad's side, and relatives that did drink and smoke, they actually, they didn't harm us, but they actually acted a lot differently than they did when they didn't. And that's why I said, if you can, by the grace of God, quit it. But there's a lot of stuff I can tell you, but I don't know. In time I'll tell you more. But just saying, the wives were not treated properly all the time, and spouses are not treated all the time well, and that's a sad thing because, for one, look what a wife does. Look what a spouse does. Guys, I got a lot of things to tell you too. But you probably be like, I'm good. But no, women. Treat your husbands good too. Show them kindness and loveness and tenderness, and give them space too. Don't always try to, every time they got to be your best friend and buddy. They need a little space to think and do their own thing. I'm speaking for myself. I don't know if they want that or they say, they may say, no, they like to be with you every time. Some of them are a little too possessive. And if they're in your stuff, always in your business, checking your phone, checking your record, checking everything about you, because they have some suspicion about themselves, but they keep taking it on you. Maybe consider that relationship is actually worth it. You got to say, if you see the signs early, take notice. Don't let someone keep trying to harm you and hurt you and tell you it's okay, it's your fault. It's okay, I'm sorry, it's your fault. It's okay, I'm so sorry, it's your fault. Backhand you, slap you over a chair, 2 down the stairs or something. It's okay, it's your fault. It's okay, it's your fault. Don't let someone say that kind of stuff, and it's your fault. You make sure you get treated with the most loving, kindness, tenderness there possible. If someone's angry, no physical hand should be on you unless it's to restrain you from harming yourself, or maybe to yank you out of the jaws of some bad creature like alligator or some bad thing, But no one should be trying to ever put their hands on you. And same goes, ladies, don't put your hand on no guy, okay? Don't be trying to harm and hit them and slap them thinking, oh, well, the courts will be on my side and everything else. I got so much to tell you guys. I know so much stuff. I see too many things. Not just on TV. This is real life stuff, Courts are always going to be there, not with law enforcement either. How you doing? Not with law enforcement. So you got to make sure to take care of yourself, Told you, Second Amendment, But I'm just saying, you got to do what you got to do on tasers if you have to. But I heard people getting arrested for trying to defend themselves against people attacking them by using tasers. And then it's like upside down world. How would you, you were victimized twice? There's so many things I can tell you about that part. Victim twice. But I got too much to tell you. But just saying, it's like, treat the ladies the best you can, lovingly, delicately, kindly. Tough love if you have to be in terms of teaching them how to drive and all this stuff if they don't know how to drive. But I learned to drive from my mom and everything. So it's not only them, guys too and boys too. Just treat your children well, all across the board. Treat your children well. I don't know how this comes across. I hope you take it in a positive way. Treat your children well, all of them, every one of them. And don't write them off. That's what I wanted to get to. Don't write them off. Because, you know, I came from a bad family where they're smoking and drinking in terms of, you know, all the relatives. But my immediate aunts and uncles and stuff, none of them drink and smoke except maybe one. But they didn't. Like, here I am. I'm a product of everybody, and they played a big role, helped me to grow up until I can get older. They took me to church. They prayed for me, prayed with me, you know, and gave me my punishment as I needed when I deserved it. And yet they loved me, and I look at it now, and I'm like, thank God for them, because they could have thrown me overboard sometimes, literally. Although I was so bad as a bad little kid, they could have thrown me overboard, thrown me over in the water somewhere. Nobody would have known. I'm guessing, you know, float around. It's like fish bait. But they didn't do that. No matter if you're kids. Because the same kid that could have been thrown overboard as fish bait is talking to you now, telling you that he loves you and you know that God loves you too. And look at the sky. It's such a beautiful display. Look at the trees. If God didn't love us so much to keep us around, we wouldn't have all this stuff here. Look at behind you. Look around. And if you don't see it there, go to the park, go to a national park, go take a trip somewhere and go travel the world and go look at videos on YouTube and say, hey, what's going on? Turn into I keeping it real and see what else is going on to his life. And this is just one of many. I just give like topical service level things for now, but I'll get more in depth as time permits and as the platform permits. But like, I have a lot to tell you. I got so much stuff to tell you guys from here, work, hospitals, patient care, family care, children, home, cars, house. I got so many different interests and things. I like art. I like stuff like museum. I like trips. I like so many different things. I like people. I like to see people. I like to see happy people. I like them to be happy. I like to try to help them to be happy too. So that's why I make these videos. To try to see if I can help you guys to smile a little bit more if you're not. And also, I need your help. Remember I told you I need your help? I need help because my shirts always smell like mold and mildew after I finish doing some work out here in the sun. I sweat a lot and then I put it down and then it's like I don't wash it all the time right away. But even after that, it's like the sweat comes out so much my clothes. All my nice shirts are being ruined. Remember the other one I talked about, be kind if you can? All my shirts are being ruined because when they smell, I said wash them in vinegar, give them sunlight, I give everything, and it's like I gotta find a way to wash them out properly. I'm losing a lot of good shirts. And I don't toss them right away, so I keep them in a hamper and I just, I try to take them up and let them air dry and dry them again, and then it's like, oh. So I need your help. I need your help. Maybe I should call this I need your help. But yeah, I'll end it now. It's 12:40 and I'll end it, but I got more to tell you in time. But just treat your husbands and wives very well. Treat each other well. And especially love the moms out there and the pregnant mommies. God bless you, because you have a package in there that only God knows what He will do next. And children, they can change the whole world. They're so packed with potential. Oh my, if just give them a chance. See what they do. My little friend wants to play. My little friend here. He wants to play with the ball. He's all got a ball and he's not gonna play. I thought you want to play. He wants to play, and I'm like, I can't get to play with him yet because I'm like, I will so much. He has so much energy, and like a child, he came with me. He saw me. He kept watching me do the lawnmower, and he kept coming and seeing what I'm doing. He's so curious, come sniffing at what's he doing, and I'm like children, we're all very curious and trying to get things done. Ooh, 13 something. Drop the superstition thing, okay? 13 was actually a good number in some aspects. It was bad when they try to do a lot of bad things, when witches try to catch us spells and try to do stuff. But I ain't scared of them. I'm scared of no witch. The only person I fear is God. And I love Him at the same time. So how does love-fear thing go? That you'll see as time goes on. Love Him because He loved me first. I fear Him because I know He's more powerful than all of us in the world. Anything combined, He is. That's enough to fear right there. Got nothing on that. So I'll put the 14. You happy now? Okay. We'll catch up. God bless you guys.